Chief Assistant District Attorney for Special Crimes here in Hidalgo County, and we're very honored to have her with us tonight.
Yay, Hope! Woo!
Good evening. For those of you that don't know me, yes, I'm Terry's wife, but I've also been a prosecutor for almost 20 years. I currently head up a division of prosecutors that focus on crimes against children. There are 5 of us, and we practice in every single courtroom, including the 464th, and that's why this election is important to me. It's a pleasure to join you tonight in support of Abiel. I think that experience and integrity are the 2 most important traits that should guide us in electing our public officials. Abiel has experience. He has experience in the courtroom, and he has experience serving his community. I've known Abiel for many, many years. He's my mom's 2nd favorite attorney. Terry's the 1st. It's not me. Okay? Abiel began at the district attorney's office in the juvenile department. He asked to be moved to the 389th District Court and be my partner. I don't know how many of you know the significance of that, but it's a tough courtroom. Okay? During my years in that courtroom, I worked with 15 different partners. I went through 15 different partners. That's how tough it was. With all but one, I was the more experienced prosecutor in that courtroom. But I'm going to tell you maybe a funny, not so funny story. Normally when a new prosecutor comes into the courtroom, they observe. They sit back and they watch, right? Well, it didn't happen that way for Abiel, and I'm not even sure if he remembers this. The morning that Abiel was about to come into the courtroom, I learned, I guess it was a glitch, a failure on my part to report a CLE hour correctly. I learned that I was unlicensed, meaning I could not practice law that morning. I looked at Abiel and I said, Abiel, I cannot say one word in court this morning. Nothing. You are going to have to carry this entire docket in the 389th District Court in front of Judge Betty Lopez. I love her, but she's tough, right? Abiel didn't bat an eye. He didn't flinch. You know, a lot of the partners that I would have had, that I've had in the past, would have quit. Okay, they would have asked for help, and I'm not joking about it. But Abiel made every announcement in court that morning. He handled several pleas, and I don't think that Judge Lopez had one complaint that morning, and that says a lot. After that one morning with Abiel, I knew that he was special. While he was with me, I watched him argue before a jury with conviction, and I watched him argue case law eloquently in front of a judge. He impressed me so much that I would go home and I would tell my husband how amazing he was. That was a big mistake because Abiel ran off with my husband. He joined the law firm of Garcia, Quintanilla, and Palacios, and he worked closely with Terry for years, litigating criminal cases, civil cases, and family law cases before he branched out on his own. Abiel went on to serve his home mission as a city attorney, and most recently as a councilman. This man has experience, right? That's one of the qualities that we're looking for. Abiel has integrity. He's a dedicated husband, dedicated father. He left a function a few weeks ago early because he needed to pick up his daughter. He's kind. I have never seen or heard Abiel disrespect another person. I've never heard him raise his voice or speak harshly to an attorney, to a client, or to a judge. He's humble. He's never forgotten his roots. He's never forgotten where he came from. And important to me, he's forged his own path towards success. It wasn't handed to him by prominent family members or people in high places. He put in the work. He's like many of us in the courthouse who began our practice of law without knowing many attorneys, let alone judges. He's like those of us that had to earn the respect of our coworkers and the judges we practice in front of by proving ourselves in the courtroom. He is genuine. What you see is what you get. And in the political world, that is very refreshing. Sorry, sometimes I say it like I think it. I get in trouble once in a while. But the bottom line is that it shouldn't take an opponent or a campaign to convince a candidate that integrity is important.
That's right.
You either have it or you don't. And let me tell you, Abiel has it, and he has my support and the support of my family. I'd like to introduce to you somebody who's very dear to us, Abiel Flores.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. And thank you all so much for being here this evening. It really means a lot to me that you all are here. It's a Wednesday night. You could be at home. You could be lounging on the couch. You could be doing a lot of other things, but you're here tonight, and you're here to give me an opportunity to earn your support, and I'm extremely, extremely grateful for that. And I want to thank everybody who put this event together. I know Selena. Where's Selena?
Over here, right there.
Selena, thank you so much. Thank you for putting this event together. Thank you. Thank you to all the volunteers. Thank you to my family, my daughters who are all here, which is a rarity because they got cheer and dance and they're running around everywhere, but I feel really blessed tonight. And I just want to say this position is an important position. As I was preparing something to say tonight, I ran across a quote that talked about the judge's position. And it says, a good judge never boasts about his apparent power. Because at the end of the day, he can do nothing but be impartial and do what is fair. That description of a judge describes it precisely. You see, because a judge is a public servant in a public office, and he must respond to the public. Now, I'm not saying that a judge should do everything that the people say. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that a judge has certain responsibilities and a certain code of conduct that he must comply with. And if he doesn't, then he must respond to the public. My name is Abiel Flores, and I am running to serve as your next judge for the 464th District Court because I am ready, I'm willing, and I'm able to fulfill those requirements that are necessary to serve as judge, and to do it with the utmost integrity and compassion. But you're wondering, well, who are you? Who's Abiel, and why should we vote for Abiel? Well, before we can get there, you need to know about where I come from, before you know what I'm about. My dad, Arturo Flores, he was 18 years old when he left Díaz Ordaz, Mexico, to come to the United States to look for work. Some people say that instead of work, he found my mom, but I say he found both. He found both. And he worked hard, and he sent the money back home to his mother, so much so that she was able to build a home that was habitable for her. And I saw that. I saw throughout my life, I saw how much he worked. He was a truck driver. He was an entrepreneur. He had a small gas station over there on 107 in Trosper. He worked hard day and night to support his family. And I saw that. I witnessed that. My mom, same thing. Margaret Flores, short lady over there. That's my mom, and I love her to death. And my mom, for 40 years, she's been in the legal field. She's worked for lawyers such as Bobby Guerra, Katie Klein. She was the court coordinator for Ida Salinas Flores. And now she's my office manager. I'm blessed. I truly, truly am blessed. I'm married to my beautiful, beautiful wife, Dr. Sylvia Ramirez Flores. We've been married 18 years. 19 years. No. I knew it. I had it. 19 years we've been married. And And they've been beautiful years. And we had 3 beautiful, beautiful daughters. Karime, she's going to be 18 years old on Saturday. Alyssa, she's 16 years old. And my little one, Maya, the feisty one, she's 8 years old. And I talk about them because they're my everything. They're my life. I do everything for them. We both do, my wife and I. And I mean everything. I mean, all our money goes to them. I mean, cheer and dance is not cheap. But we love it. We love doing it. And I say that so you can get a glimpse of what I'm about. I went to school to the University of Texas Law School. Well, undergrad first, I got my finance degree, and then I went back for law school, and I got my law degree. And I wanted to become a lawyer because I wanted to help people, and I've been able to do that for the past 18 years. And throughout those 18 years, I spent them, a majority of my career, fighting in the courtroom, fighting for what I believe to be injustices, standing up for people that I believe needed to be defended, who couldn't defend themselves. That's what I've been doing for the last 18 years, because I know that unless you've been in the battlefield, in the courtroom, you cannot truly appreciate the impact that a judge's ruling or a judge's decision has on families, on the people, the litigants. You can't truly appreciate it unless you've been there, unless you felt it. And I've been there. When I married Sylvia, I married into a family whose patriarch was a true public servant. Celestino Ramirez, may he rest in peace, served on the Mission City Council for 18 years. And I learned from him the importance of public service. And when he passed, his wife, Maria Elena Ramirez, and I know she's here somewhere, but she took over his legacy and continued service with the City of Mission on the City Council. And now I am blessed with the opportunity to serve the citizens of Mission, so I know I can appreciate the importance of public service. But to be judge, I know that it's more than just service. I understand that. You need to have knowledge and you need to have experience in the law. And I know we hear politicians all the time, experience matters, but what does that mean? What does experience mean? In my case, let me just tell you briefly about what I've done. You've heard Ms. Hope talk a little bit about my history, but I'm a former assistant district attorney. I am a criminal defense attorney. I handle family law cases. I'm a former city attorney, and I'm currently a city council member. All of these experiences, as an attorney, I tried cases in all different areas of the law. And those experiences allowed me to experience the pain and suffering that victims' families feel because of crimes. I've been able to experience the pain and suffering of the defendants' families who have to endure the consequences of their family members' conduct. I've seen it, I've felt it. In family law cases, in divorce cases, I've seen the children, the impact that the divorce process has on these children. Personally, I have seen it. So I have the experience necessary to serve as your next judge of the 464th District Court, and I can assure you that if I'm elected, I'm going to do it with the utmost integrity and compassion. And I can assure you that because I've been in the trenches, because I've been in the battlefield, I will do it in a manner that is relatable to the people. And I will know that I have to answer to the people, to all of us in this room. Now, this is a little touchy, but I have to address it. I have to address it because I am running against an incumbent. There is currently a sitting judge sitting in the 464th District Court. And I've been asked, why the 464th District Court? Why not another court? Did somebody push you to run? And to these people, I say, I have been in the legal field for 18 years, and during my practice, I have grown a strong affinity and respect for my profession. And so when I see something that is contrary to what our profession should be, I need to do something. I need to stand up and speak. Just like I do for my clients, I need to do that for my colleagues, for all of us here in this room. I need to stand up and speak for those that are afraid to speak up, for those that cannot speak up, or for those that fear retaliation. I want to stand up here before you today and say, I want to be that change for you. I want to speak for you. I want you to understand that I am here and I am going to fight, and we will win this. We will win this because we're doing it for the right reasons. That's why we will win this. I can assure you, if I'm elected, the only promise I'm going to make is that I'm going to serve with integrity and compassion. And we're going to bring the 464th back to the people of Hidalgo County. Back to you, back to me, back to our family. I want to thank each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here tonight. It really, truly means a lot to me. And I need your support. Go out there, spread the word, and let's get this done. Thank you so much. God bless each and every one of you.